Hi everybody watching me on YouTube, Variatistic here, and today we're going to be comparing the Metro PC ST mobile version of the LG G Stylo, or some other people they call it LG G4 stylus, and the LG G4. Without any further, let's gonna start with the comparison. Let's gonna start with the design for two phones. As you buddy can see, the LG G Stylo is gonna be look slightly bigger because the screen eventually is 5.7, while the LG G4 it's 5.5 inch. Also, the other thing is, as you guys can see, the LG G Stylo it comes from the back, which is a plastic bag, and the LG G4 has leather one. Actually, you can choose plastic, but this actually comes with different colors. As you can see, there is like similarities here in the design. You know, it's like a curve, and it's about the same thing, but actually the LG G4 look more like genuine, and it's actually more legit because the genuine leather actually it looks great. But here's not the thing. Also, one of the differences here in the LG G4, actually you're gonna see curve in the same screen, which is this LG G Stylo actually flat more than that. And one of the things it might be bothering you with the LG G4 when you're trying to lay the phone on the table or something is gonna start doing funky things, while the LG G Stylo it's more stable on the table, which is I found this one is much better. Other than that, most likely the size, because even the edges here it's plastic and nothing really premium right here. Even the phone looks good. Either way, you get very nice looking. Also back you get the volume records right here, also in the back, and the camera, laser autofocus, stuff like that. Face camera on both phones is going to be different. So, but this is actually everything's about the design. There is like big difference in the specification on the phones, but I'm gonna just go ahead and as far as the two phones running the same operating system, we're gonna make like a reboot test right here, which is we're gonna get the two phones be turned on at the same time and see which one is gonna be faster when you reboot it. LG G Stylo or the LG G4. Which is actually different hardware specification. It's a flagship of the LG and the best phone in the market for LG, which is the LG G4. The LG G Stylo it's a mid-range phone. So what we're gonna expect here to see the LG G Stylo it's rebooting faster. Which is a little bit faster here, even with the less specification, which is we're going to talk about the specification as well. Let's gonna also talk about the screen in the both phones. Actually, both phones are having like no problem with either way, the LG G Stylo or the LG G4 as a screen quality. But the LG G4 has the Quantum Quad HD with 1440p, which is it's like a quad HD. It's much details here and more vivid for the screen, and it's both actually IPS, and the colors and the contrast is way better actually. I mean, with the LG G4, one of the best display right now you can get with any smartphone. The LG G Stylo is actually good. It's a 720p HD. It's not even a full HD, but in the end there's like big difference in the prices, which is for both you're gonna be able to see everything just fine as you want. On the YouTube actually you can go more than 720, and the LG G4 they will give you the best resolution you can get, except the 4K, because the display is not 4K, it's only Quad HD. And also the PPI with the LG G4 it's crazy. It's a 538 compared with the LG G Stylo it's only 294. So there is a big difference here in the resolution and the PPI and the colors in general. Actually, even with the LG G4, I have to make the brightness so low because it's not going to be appear on the camera very good. But as you guys can see, it's both good. So actually, you're gonna choose which one you like based in your size of the screen. So you can go for a little bit bigger, which is this is the only advantage for the LG G Stylo on the LG G4, the size of the screen. Other than that, the colors, the quality, everything else is going to be much better with the LG G4. Also, I was going to make a test for the speakers in order to see which one is going to give you better quality. So I was going to go ahead and just adjust the volume. This sound comes from the LG G Stylo. Let me just go down and change the sound, change the font, and put it. For the sound here, just a little bit higher with the LG G4, not actually big difference. So in both, actually, it's not high quality sound, but they both give you very nice looking for the display. As we mentioned before, both had the same operating system, the Lollipop 5.1, which is the Android operating system with the LG UI. So very much you can do same stuff in both phones, but the LG G Stylo has less specification, which has no infrared, which is you can use the remote control, which comes with the LG G4 right here, and you can do a screen monitoring if you have a TV to connect, so you have to use a Chromecast or stuff like that, which as I see it is not that very important anyways. But here's what you can find extra things with the LG G4, because the flagship, it's more expensive, so the company trying to put more features in the phone. Also they have the LG Health, which is see like how many steps you use, how many calories you consume and stuff like that, which is very standard with any flagship device. Other than that, you can do the multitasking in both phones, or you can choose two applications at the same time in both phones. So it's actually not that big difference right here, except the few things that I told you about. And also I found something here that you can actually change the user to the guest mode, which is you can get this one with the LG Stylo, which is something extra. And you have something called smart notification or smart profile that's gonna jump to it with the LG G4 right here. You have the smart case, which is most likely identical. So smart settings actually, which is if you have your phone in your house, you need to have different ringtones, different notification sound. Depends, you know, where you are. You want to switch the Wi-Fi, you want to get the phone be turned on the Wi-Fi automatically, so you have it with this LG G4, which is you can find the same features in on the other one. Other than that, same UI, same operating system, just few things just to make the phone to look, you know, more premium and has more stuff because you pay more money with the LG G4. Now we're gonna run the Geekbench 3 mark, and talk about the specification. Let me just run them at the same time, and this actually will show us the performance and the specification and which phone better based on the number that's going to be shown in the display. But the LG G4 actually has Snapdragon 808, which is a 6 cores, a processor, 1.4, and the other one 1.8, and 3 gigs of RAM, 32 gigs internal storage, which is something very good. Only 3 gigabytes of RAM with this device. And the LG G Stylo, you're using Snapdragon 410 and 2 gig of RAM, 16 gig of internal storage, which is give you double storage with the LG G4, which is something really good. The LG G Stylo actually, it takes a memory card and the battery, it's removable, and you have the same thing on the LG G4. Based on some websites, the LG Stylo takes up to 120 gigabytes, and some of them this is 32. I'm gonna test this in different video actually, and the LG G4 takes up to 2 terabytes on the SD card. Even there is no like 2 terabytes so far. And here's the actually the results, which is 1152 for single core and 3479, and done the test much faster than the LG G Stylo, but it's actually for browsing, using the internet and stuff like that. It's not gonna make a big difference for you, because both they're gonna use the same processor, which is, you know what I mean, like they use this, they don't use the whole processor, unless if you're trying to push the phone to play games and stuff like that, so then you start see a difference. And another thing gonna make a difference for you, especially for the graphics in game, which is the GPU 304 with the LG G Stylo, and 418 with the LG G4, which is much better. So the phone made and designed to handle more stuff, more graphics and more games and stuff like that. So if you need something to give you good performance for games, absolutely your choice is going to be the LG G4. And here's the result: 480, 1443. Big gap here. I mean, the results, the numbers talks here. Two phones, as I mentioned guys before, you can actually take that back cover, which is something you can't find with any of the flagship devices right this moment, to take the cover, and you will see a 300 milliamp hour memory card expansion, and you can put your SIM card as well. Something very nice to have, and you can replace your battery, you can get extra one, anything happen to it. So the phone, it should be last with you actually much better than any phones doesn't like take the battery out of it. And this also, this guy has same battery actually, it's just a little bit less here, you know what I mean. I'm just trying to see, I want to show you guys. I mean, same performance. I have used the LG G4 and the LG G Stylo. It gives about the same specification, 2900 milliamp hour, not that big difference. And here's the NFC, and you have NFC as well in the other phone. So as a performance, I don't see any big difference. Even somebody might be asking me why. I mean, it gives the same performance and this has a bigger and lower battery. Yes, because they're using quantum QHD display. It's used a lot and consume more, and the Snapdragon 808 actually it has more efficient performance than this one. The chipset, it doesn't like consume much power, and also the screen is not even quantum, it's just only HD. So in my usage to the two phones, it's actually give me about the same thing. You can stay one day, a little bit less, you get 10%. It depends on what you are doing in the phone. Like sometimes you kill it only within 6 hours. Finally, I'm going to be talking about the camera. Actually, I'm not going to give much attention because the LG G4 right now has one of the best camera in the market. Has the auto mode and has the manual mode. It has, you can adjust everything, the ISO, the HDR. I mean, you have control every single thing on the phone, which is you have only the auto mode with the LG G Stylo, which is it's not going to be good as. But as you guys can see, they use the same software, same features right here. You have 16 megapixel, you get 13, you get laser autofocus in both. You guys gonna be able to see the laser autofocus right here, and this has laser autofocus, which is actually it's not gonna be fair enough because the LG G Stylo is way much cheaper in the price in compared with any flagship devices. But this is actually overall, when you talk about the rear camera, it's one of the best camera in the market. The LG G Stylo, we have tested and we made a review about the camera, and so you guys can check my full review about the LG G Stylo just to see how it performs. Actually, also one of the good things in the LG G4, 8 megapixel camera for the front. It gives very nice pictures for people they like selfie. 5 megapixels is still very good. Both you can do the gestures with fist and stuff like that to capture the pictures, which is something good in both. I have no complaint about 2 camera. It's very decent, very good, but the quality on the LG G4 is much better because it has aperture 1.8, which is very good for low lighting and stuff like that. That was everything for this video. For more information, you can leave a comment, ask me any question you want, and for more videos like this, please subscribe for the channel. As always, I will catch you in the next one.